Welcome, Moz here. Today we will do yet another simple modification to my 2019 30th anniversary MX5. For those of you who may or may not know, I have a so-called simple and cheap modifications that can be done to the MX5. Unfortunately, we'll have to put the cheap side out of it today and just go for the simple. I did get myself a quite expensive shift knob, and that is a shift knob from Raceseng, so more specifically this model called Stratose, and it's in Alcantara with a custom core. I have not yet opened the box. It is very exciting for me, so I will do this together with you. I did order it in November during the Black Friday sales, but even though with that 20% off which was offered at that time, with the VAT, with the customs and the shipping, it was almost $300 to get this shift knob. I know it is crazy expensive, but that's the way it is. Hopefully, or I think I know, this is a high quality shift knob, so I will be very satisfied. The reason then when I went for a shift knob in Alcantara is that the 30th anniversary comes with a bunch of stuff in the interior that are covered in Alcantara. So the seats are in Alcantara, the door trimmings are in Alcantara, some parts of the dash are in Alcantara, and also since previously I have bought myself a custom steering wheel which is in Alcantara as well, but that has not yet been installed, so stay tuned for that. And the tactile feel and the look and the sensation of Alcantara will enhance the driving experience. The MX5 is not a fast car, but it is a fantastic car to drive, and everything that I can do at least to enhance the driving experience I will do so. And with the steering wheel in Alcantara and the shift knob with the tactile feel that gives, I think the driving experience will be that much higher, or even if it's a little bit higher, it is still an improvement. And also from a looks perspective, the interior will look delicious, so that is why I went for a custom shift knob in Alcantara than from Raceseng. And today I won't be able to give you a driving experience because this is a little bit heavier than the OEM shifter, and also from a tactile perspective I can't give you any comparison because it is minus 40 degrees outside, 14 degrees outside, and it is snowy. The MX5 is not driven during winter, so it is garage queen during the winter period now. So we'll just do an unboxing. I give you my impressions of the fit and finish, and we'll get to the simple modification part hopefully then. So that is what we will be doing today. But before we get there, if you do like the content of the channel, do remember to subscribe to support me, and also give this video a big thumbs up if you like the video. Hit that bell icon for the driving experience with the shift knob, the installation of the steering wheel, track days, car modifications to the MX5, maybe some modifications to the ID3 parked outside. Let's see. We have car detailing, and also for those of you who might know, I also recently got myself a swim rig, so there will be some videos coming with that if you're into that kind of stuff. But with that said, let's get on with the video. Here we have it, and it is fantastic. This orange color really pops. I hope this comes through in the video. The Alcantara is impeccable. The seam that goes across here is impeccable. The gates have been milled to perfection, and the color is really nicely executed. I can't see any imperfections at all anywhere on this shift knob, and I guess that is to be expected with a high quality product in this price range then. But the feel of it is really nice. The Alcantara feels super nice. This is exactly what I wanted to have. And what was a surprise for me is this flat surface here. The hand rests really nicely on top of it. The OEM one is completely round, and as you can see then this has a flat surface here, which feels really nice. I'm not saying the rounded shape is bad, but this was a nice surprise to have this flat portion. And from a weight perspective, this weighs 419 grams. I will put a text down below how much that is in pounds. And also I'm not exactly sure how much the OEM one weighs and what the difference is. With a scale of our hands, we'll judge that when we are installing this, and I'll put the text down below how much the OEM one weighs once I have weighed it. And also the height of this is 66.3 millimeters and the diameter is 50.2 8mm then. But it feels really nice in the hand. It doesn't feel too heavy, I believe. I read somewhere that the OEM one is 350 or 370 grams or so. So it's not that much of a difference. Again, then we'll have to do the driving experience once we have better weather. And together with the Alcantara steering wheel, I think this will be a fantastic combination while driving. And for when we are tracking, the Alcantara will actually provide more grip with the gloves on. And while we are carving the canyons, we don't have any canyons here in Stockholm, but while we are carving some curves without the gloves, the Alcantara will feel really nice in the hand. What I also ordered was this adapter, which will go on the shift linkage on the OEM one once we have unscrewed the OEM shift knob, and this will go in first, and then we will mount this shifter then on top of the adapter like so then. So this is what we will be doing next, and I will be jumping inside the car and we'll get on with the installation. So to remove the OEM shift knob, we simply twist it counterclockwise like so, and it comes loose, and we just keep turning it until it comes loose like so. And I am surprised this actually has some heft to it. The OEM one, somebody has been thinking a little bit, at least I think, with regards to the weight of the knob and how the shift feels with this weight, and the weight difference is not that much, I have to say. It is actually quite difficult to feel the difference. Again, then I'll put this on a scale and we'll see how much it weighs and how much the difference is, but with the scale of my hand now, I can't say that it is a massive difference. Potentially I can feel that this is ever so slightly heavier, but I'm not sure, to be honest, but we'll see. But what we will be doing next is then to install this adapter on top of the linkage here, and this just threads in like so, and we'll just take it to the bottom, and we can use a wrench then to tighten this up. And as you can see, on top of it we have this bolt then, and this bolt can go in and out into the adapter itself, and that acts like a bump stop or a turn stop. I don't know exactly the terminology of it is, and the reason why it's there is that the lettering or the numbering for the shift gates, etc., if you want them to point straight ahead, sometimes you then need to adjust this screw then up or down depending on where the stop should happen. And also sometimes I have seen that this shift knob also has it in there. We have a bolt as well, and usually when you loosen that type of bolt up, you can actually turn the face of the shift knob to the direction so it points straight. Well, we will do it with this bolt right here, and hopefully it will turn out good the first time we're doing it. If not, then we'll have to remove the shift knob again and then ever so slightly raise this bolt or tighten it up a little bit more just to get it a little bit lower down so we can twist maybe half a turn, etc., or extra. So that is what we will be doing next. Now the lettering or the gates are actually pointing towards the right front tire, so it is pointing in this direction. So what I will have to do with that little bolt that I just showed you is to raise it ever so slightly so the stop comes out somewhere like this, so we have the shift gates pointing straight. So this bolt is adjusted with an Allen key, and it is very little we need to adjust it. I'll do something like that, and then we'll try again. Nope. Need to raise it a little bit further. This is simply fantastic. It looks so nice in this interior. We have the orange stitching going across here. We have the Alcantara here. We also have the orange inserts in the air vents and the orange inserts in the doors and the piping, etc., on the seats, and the orange of this. It feels and it looks just fantastic. I hope this comes through in the video, and the feel of it is so nice. And with this gearbox, everything is so direct and mechanical, and having this tactile feel of an Alcantara shift knob. I might sound overly enthusiastic here, but this is actually quite true. It feels nice. I can't wait to get this outside and start driving it, but for now we'll just have to leave it as is. And again, comparing it to the OEM shift knob, this is ever so slightly bigger in diameter. In my opinion, it feels much nicer in the hand. That is exactly what she said, but that is a different topic. The girth of this, or the diameter, is a little bit bigger, so it feels a little bit nicer in the hand, I have to say. And again, again then with this flat portion here, it feels nice if you like to shift having your hand on top of the shift knob instead of having it onto the side. I usually tend to have it on the side. All in all, this was fantastic. It looks really great. Also, what I didn't mention is that we have a small gap between the shift boot and the shift knob itself, and we'll see what type of solution we will sort out for that. I know that Raceseng do send products which will take care of that, so I'll see if I reach out to them and I can purchase one and they can send one out to me. Depending on how much everything will cost, it will be quite expensive. Otherwise, we'll have to figure something out with regards to this. Maybe just a rubber ring or something like that will solve that type of issue then. That was all for today's video. If you did like it, give it a big thumbs up, and also if you have any questions at all, just hit me up in the comment sections below and I will try to answer them the best I can. If you do like the content of the channel, do remember to subscribe to support me, and also hit that bell icon to stay notified for future content. And I just realized we haven't installed this piece of beauty either. That will enhance the driving experience and the interior of the car even further, so stay tuned. With that said, I'll be seeing you on the next one.